All right, hello everybody. Welcome to
We have 2024 priorities.
2024 priorities.
Uh,
You guys can't see what we're looking at just yet, but anyway, we're here. One of our random non-gameplay videos. You guys know what this is. Probably not going to be seen by a whole lot of people, but it'll be here at least as proof that we are here doing something. We hit 252. We are a quarter of the way to that goal of 1,000, everybody.
I like that the most recent subscriber over the last 90 days.
Yeah, we're at that big quarter mark here, slightly over by 2 now. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around and keeping along with us here. For everybody that has continued to stay here. As far as content looks, we are still surviving. We're doing better on our schedule, if everybody's managed to notice. We're moderately trying to improve ourselves.
You know what's funny? Never mind.
Fair enough. Anyway, so we are definitely still working on bettering the schedule. What's been eating up time is, well, one, just trying to find days to record. I've been having some work hell myself that I won't get into that's been preventing things. And then we are also... I thought there was something wrong with my chair arms. We have also been working on, mostly John, has been working on the new 2024 image of our channel.
So,
I know we are not really that big for that, but...
Well, it's better to do it when we're small, because if we did it when we were big, everybody would lose our channel and be like, what happened?
Yeah, that and what we already threw together, this whole thing itself, this was just a temporary thing for us to lean on until we finally had the capabilities to properly work something into a good flow.
Basically, everything that you see right now was mainly thrown together for the fact that we just kind of want to see
if we were actually going to make it anywhere.
And we have, so... And I don't really want to be labeled Jonathan Tarr for the rest of my life.
John's been having identity crisis since day one.
That was like... That's not my real name, of course, but... That was like the identity that I just threw together as a joke.
It was literally a fuck it situation when I brought up what the hell we were calling him.
And I recently, in my personal life, I have a different name that I'm just going to use because it just works better.
He has an alias.
It works, though. And so, in terms of actual channel changes... basically, appearance is going to change, the intro is going to change, the outro is going to change, our logo is going to change, our name is going to change.
Slightly, not by a whole lot.
But you'll still be able to find us, and I'll even post about what it's going to look like so that you don't lose us.
Yeah, we'll have a pre-post so that everybody knows what we're looking into.
In terms of actual, content, though, nothing's really going to change. We're still going to play...
Yeah, everything's going to be...
We're still going to play horror games. We're still going to
horror games and anything else.
I'd highly be expecting a certain Slime Rancher 2 playthrough coming up soon, which it seems like you guys are... heavily enjoying the first one, by the way. Yeah, thanks
for... that and just people in general. Slime Rancher always, within our last 48 hours, remains to be our top viewing things.
Yeah, 8, 7,
especially
and 9.
8 and 7 here.
But a lot about that's going to change this channel, and it's mainly just to kind of staple on...
that permanent identity.
Because we're not changing again. This is the only time...
Yeah, this is us finally breaking away from the... temporary.
And a lot of people don't even change like that, like, Jacksepticeye or Markiplier, who've changed their... Actually, Jack never changed his logo, but Mark's changed his logo a couple times, but he was always Markiplier.
Yeah.
I mean, and we all know Markiplier. Don't act like you don't, because it's impossible not to. But we're only going to get this one chance to change our things while we can. Because if we don't change them now, we may be able to change our intro and outro in the future, but everything else is going to be a staple that you can't really move. So I figured if I do it now before we start actually getting bigger, it might be better because I don't want to cause a nuclear war.
Well, seeing as how we actually made it far and beyond what we imagined. Again, we didn't think we were gonna even hit
This.
around 100.
I mean, usually it takes a lot longer for YouTube channels to grow as fast as we actually have. And we're growing faster. I mean, we're getting subscribers like every video, which I'm actually very excited about. I mean, our analytics, they're not incredibly impressive, but they're better than they could be.
You guys are still here showing support. And we've got our...
Are they the best? No. Are you still here? Yes. Thank you.
And that's exactly what matters. And we've got our, typical...
Bro, please, bro.
We get our comments still here and there. We've had our... few that stick around constantly commenting. Everybody knows who you are in that department.
I try and reply to every comment. If I don't get to yours, I'm sorry.
If he doesn't get to it, I sometimes end up getting to it. Unfortunately, it makes it hard to tell who's actually... which one of us is getting to you guys, but we at least pick up each other's slack.
And if neither of us get to you, it's not personal. We just probably either missed.
We just missed a notification. We were like, "Oops."
We either missed your comment or we read it and then we got busy and then we just completely forgot to reply. Also, I'm in a more comfortable chair now, but
I upgraded to a Corsair and handed him down the GT.
So I am. Well, we're gonna be splitting channels, like not like splitting up, but we're gonna be having our separate channels for separate things. That might not be a too soon thing. Like I might start.
We're nowhere near close doing that.
Like I might start mine just because I feel like I can. But
John will have his own thing going on.
But
I've been trying to address this for since 150, I think.
I don't know.
I can't remember when it failed exactly. One of the past thank you videos I tried to address this and it didn't happen. So addressing it now to help with keeping our content flowing between our main stuff, like our main horror game series and things, and seeing as how our non-horror related items continue to gain some sort of little bit of traction, I wanted to propose to everybody as a little sort of side thing within our channel. Would you guys be interested in me just doing solo records of, pretty much just whatever... anything and whatever. It doesn't need to be horror. I mean, I can go off and solo some random horror games, but I've also got other options. Like, I could personally pick back up on that little bit of endgame that is left in Slime Rancher and just do that myself. Or there's other things. I've got games all under the sun in different flavors of genres. So, I'll throw a post up on it too. So if anybody's interested in seeing a little Asriel spin-off going on between main series us things, throw out your comments on this video and be on the lookout for that post. And if there's enough people saying that they're interested, then I'll probably do it. If not, I might just throw up something anyway and see what happens.
Anyway, so in terms of channel changes, like I said, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it and say that it's not gonna be very big. He's already seen most of it, so he can vouch for me when I say the changes are actually gonna be pretty drastic.
To a degree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the worst. It's just gonna be a slight name rebranding, new intro, new outro. That's really it.
Then also just new pictures and stuff. But it's gonna be the same thing. I mean,
it's still us at least.
When I do my channel, so my channel's gonna be separate, and the difference between this channel and my channel is that my channel is going to have more of an old-timey feel to it. So if you're into,
he's gonna have his own strange little thing going on, completely outside of what we do here.
If you're into more
on
like
the main channel,
if you're into more like vintage things, then when I start up that channel, I'll post about it, and you can go check it out. I'm going to be doing video games. I might just do other things like that. I already have a couple ideas, but I don't want to talk about it because I just want to kind of keep it a surprise. However, in terms of changes, it's going to be like kind of... I mean, you can agree it's going to be kind of big, but not humongous.
Well, again, it is what I've already said. Name, rebrand, pictures, intro, and outro. It's nothing extreme, given where we're at right now, but it's nothing minimum either.
Like if we were at like 1,000 subscribers and we did it, I don't think it would be okay.
Right. You never know. If there's dedication, then
that's fine.
Really nothing changes.
I just don't want to, like, leave something the way that I don't really want it to be. Like how my name, it was originally a joke, and now we're actually being, like, we're going to be stapled onto YouTube's platform, and when we are, at that point, it's like, well, now I have a name. And I don't want my name to be something that I don't even really relate to. Like, the entire time that Jonathan Tar existed, I'll even explain it to you. Jonathan was what we called the chickens in Slime Rancher, and Tar was literally just the tars from Slime Rancher.
Yeah, that was literally...
That is it. My name has absolutely no meaning whatsoever. We didn't think.
Name of a chicken and a very terrible slime. Literally, his name could be translated to chicken shit.
Yeah, and his name... he's used that as his gaming tag and stuff for...
Azrael's been my alias for a good few years now.
So his name at least has something behind it. My name... I have a name... But it's not the one I'm using for the channel, because after we started the YouTube channel did I start to actually get that name. So I'm not going to tell you the name yet, but you guys are going to love it. It's going to be, because of course I'm not going to be just an old person on the channel and trash on technology, because none of us can really live without it at this point, but my channel is going to include tons of different things like gaming, but also real stuff, just the everyday, and I'll find things to do as I go along, but you guys are gonna love it. I haven't even designed any intros or anything for it. I hope that you guys love the new intros and all that I created for this new channel, or just the updated version of this one, but when I do put it up, I hope you guys aren't angry at me. If I die, somebody killed me, and if that happens, then fuck.
Do partially want to apologize. We've been planning this updated intro and outro for a while, and it was funny because recently we just got a particular comment voicing.
Oh yeah, so they said they liked
how much they like the design of it, and we were sitting there like, oh.
And so I still want to change it, but I kind of attuned to that, and I added a couple little things in afterwards.
To keep the original feel.
Now, I would like to mention this new kind of intro and stuff. It was made on Canva, okay? It's not going to be lavish.
We have a very low budget.
I honestly, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, I couldn't even afford it. The reason that it stopped, and the reason it hasn't actually already happened, is because I couldn't afford another month of Canva. I actually had to wait and then pay for it again to use it. So
I couldn't help either because I've been drowning in my own bills.
Literally, this intro that you see now, the ones that you guys are used to and actually probably like, that was all Canva. And I used some effects that I had. But that's it. It is the lowest budget you will ever see in a YouTube intro. Ever. But it worked. And so I'm just recreating it. I'm kind of making it a bit less flashy, kind of. It's still going to be flashy, but a bit less. But it's still going to have its very bright color range. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But for now, what are we at right now?
14 minutes. Yeah, we've rambled on long enough here at this point. You guys have heard our plans. The big point was, thanks for sticking around. Looking forward to having you guys continuing to follow us as we now shoot for 500 here. And be on the lookout for that post. And please comment here on this video if you guys can what your feelings would be with seeing a Azrael little spin-off thing going on within the channel and to keep things up and going.
And definitely keep your eye. I'm gonna make a short out of this part specifically. Keep your eye out. The channel is updating. It's gonna look different. So just keep an eye out for posts, and you'll know. Okay? I don't want you to lose us.
Anyway, so with that here, we've got some actual recording to do now, so you guys are actually going to be seeing this, and then if anybody's looking closely, you'll see same attire and things here in a upcoming video in a few days, so we will catch you guys here in just a few minutes.
So handsome, oh, you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that.